Hi everyone, Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters. So in today's layout, I am creating my 2019 album cover. I am quite a bit behind with that album. I have not even started apart from my album cover, unfortunately. I don't even think... Oh no, I have officially finished my 2018 albums. I had 2 of them, so that's at least a little bit exciting. I now just need to get going with my 2019 album. So this layout starts off with basically creating my own pattern paper using a lot of mixed media, but really simple mixed media, I think, because I still don't feel like I am a mixed media expert in any way, shape or form. It's certainly not something that I feel entirely comfortable with. So I did find this way of using mixed media really friendly for beginners, is how I think of myself. So hopefully it's something that you will see looks quite simple, and maybe give it a try yourself as well. So what I've got happening here is 4 different stencils that I am just pushing some texture paste using just an old loyalty card, like a credit card, pushing that through the stencils. So the first stencil I used was a 12 by 12 size stencil from Craft. That little circle one I just finished using there. I'm not sure where it's from. It came in one of my Kidaholic kits. This star one that I'm using now, it's actually from Kmart, and it came in a DIY make your own card pack that I picked up after Christmas for like 50 cents or something, and it was in the pack. It's pretty cool, I like it. And then this 4th one that my camera actually cuts out so you don't get to see, but you've got the process of it now, is from Katie Mixed Media, and I also got it as part of a Kidaholics kit as well. So there is my stenciling all done and all dry, and you can see I've got 4 little packets of sort of flowers and other bits and bobs. It's using a lot of the Paige Evans or Pink Paislee Whimsical flowers, but also some other bits and pieces from my stash. I'm just sorting out the order I would like the colour flow to go. Wasn't that much of a change there. So you can see I'm going to do green, blue, pink, purple, and that is going to be sort of the basis of how I get started. So I went and got my Heidi Swap Colour Shine colours, and I have got a green, a coral, a purple, and then I had a navy as well as a light blue. So you can see there I've just got a piece of old plastic. It's just a 12 by 12 bag, and I've just put a little bit of water straight onto the plastic out of my drink bottle, and I'm shaking up my Heidi Swap Colour Shine. I think this is called Citrus, I think, and I've just got a makeup sponge there, so nothing special, and I am just collecting the colour shine and splotting that onto the paper. You can see it's not doing a huge amount, but because it's Heidi Swap Colour Shine, it is giving it a sparkle, a bit of a shine. Then I just poured the water directly onto my watercolour palette because I was being lazy. And I am just dunking my sponge straight in on top, mixing a little bit of the light colour, a little bit of the dark colour. And then I did a few spritzes of the colour shine as well, just to get some more sparkle happening in on top. And that first green one is finished. So I've just quickly disappeared to wash that off. Obviously the colour's not going to come completely out of the makeup sponge now, but that's why it's for doing mixed media, not for my face. So now I'm onto the blue colour. Again, just sort of doing that swipe with the colour shine and adding the water, and then straight into the palette. Now my camera unfortunately cut out. I didn't know it had cut out, so you missed the process of the other 2 colours, but you can see there it was all generally the same. Now I'm not sure why this now looks blurry. It did not look blurry at the time of taking the video. Something has gone wrong when importing it into my computer. Usually I edit and do everything like that on my phone, but I'd run out of storage, so I had to edit it all through my computer program, and I don't know why, but it has gone all blurry, so I apologize for that. I hope you can bear with it, because it does fix back up, I do believe. So I have written the letters of my surname, Ware, and I'm just cutting those out with cardboard, so you can see there it was white cardboard on one side. It's actually an old pizza box. Very fortunate that my surname has only 4 letters. I did throw around with the idea of using the 4 letters of our names, so M for my husband's name, J for my name, J for Jack's name, and then T for Thomas, but I ended up sticking with our surname. And as you can see there, I'm just going to colour match. I'm going to tone on tone with the different flowers and the different things from my stash that I have got. So I'm just having a play around with how I want this to look. Don't panic, that green one looks ridiculous and it gets changed. It's so funny when you look at things from above. When I'm doing it at the time, I thought, oh yeah, that looks all right, and moved on to the next one. But while I'm sitting here watching it from above, I'm like, no, it doesn't. What are you doing? I also need to apologise for this camera angle. Again, usually when I edit it in my phone, I am able to zoom in and zoom out and actually focus on what I want to be focused and have the correct parts of the layout in the screen. But for some reason in this editing program, I can't zoom into existing footage, which is really annoying. So I will make sure from now on that I edit inside my phone as usual. So sorry about that. Anywho, can't control everything, can we? So I'd pulled out quite a few bits and bobs from my stash in the correct colours, but unfortunately a lot of them were frames, and I wasn't super thrilled with having heaps of frames happening, so I didn't end up using them all. It was a nice way to use up some of them, but I didn't end up using them all. And here we go, fixing up that awful green one. Much better to have the flowers on top and not the leaves on top. Why would I put the leaves on top and the flowers behind? I don't know. But anyway, much better. Already much better. Silly. So, sorry, just getting a drink. So I was going to leave it like that, which is really pretty, and that's fine. But then I decided, actually, I thought I might like it with a photo of each person for each letter. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing to cause such shaking, but something. So this is a picture of Jack. Gosh, what? And I haven't completely cut the photo down. I won't leave it that size. I'm just still deciding if this is even going to work, having a photo included on the page. And if so, how, and where am I going to put it, and all of those kind of things. But I'm thinking that one works pretty well there, and he is going there because the colours match in with that blue letter so well. And then that is a picture of the baby and my husband both asleep at Grandma and Grandpa's house. And at first I try covering up my husband because it's a really dark photo. I'm not sure if it's going to make the cut, but it's actually, you can't really tell by looking at it, it's actually really purple. And so, you know, it went perfectly with that purple colour. Then obviously this one with my husband wearing pink sleeves, that works really well on the pink page. And then I thought, well, maybe I don't need another one with just my husband because, you know, he's in that one, And then I would go in the green one because it didn't really matter. I didn't have anything green, but I could have gone anywhere. So then I thought, well, maybe I just won't put one on the purple and I'll put my title. And literally all my title is Family 2019. And I'm just writing it backwards just to make sure it fits relatively centered there. And I just stuck it on really, really, really loosely so I can straighten it up and rearrange it. Then I decided, no, I think I do want that picture. Should I just put this one over here and this one over there? And I'm just fiddling with these bottom two photos back and forth, back and forth. And in the end, I stick with it. I stick with the photo, so a photo in each quarter, and I stick with them in that layout in that format, because I really like the pink sleeves of my husband being with the pink letter R, and I really like that the bed and the bedspread and everything he's laying on in the E is purple. So I just roll with it. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect all the time. So I've pulled out my stash of colours and scraps, and I'm going to back my photos. At first I pulled out the papers from the Whimsical collection because they're gorgeous, and then I realised actually you're not really going to see much of what the papers are backed in. I don't think I'm going to waste the photos. The papers. I think I'm going to leave those gorgeous papers for another thing. I just got distracted myself thinking about what am I doing with my phone there. Is that something I want you all to see on screen? It's fine. I'm just listening to an audiobook. It was a really good one too. So if you're interested in that audiobook, I enjoyed it. It was a bit historical fiction, a bit like there were, how many characters? There were three main female characters, and each chapter was like them telling their part of the story, and they're all traveling from America to England to America, America to England, on a ship, and it's set back in Nazi wartime, but it's not really anything to do with the war, except the fact that they just mentioned that it is happening, that's all. It's not actually anything to do with that at all. It's more just about the voyage and the ship crossing. And the only mention of the war is will the ship crossing make it because of the U-boats, and that's it. That's the only mention of the war. Otherwise it's all just about the character dynamics on the love affairs and the thievery and the different characters, the different class the first class and the second class and the third class passengers and all of that stuff. Anyway, sorry, got distracted, but it was a good book. I don't know if I just sold that to you, but it was a good book. I really enjoy listening to talking books while I am scrapping. I will often listen to talking books because I don't have a device to use for YouTube at the same time. So anyway, you can see that the screen's changed on my phone. What I did before I started the gluing down process is I took a photograph of the layout as I had it at that time. And so now that I'm adding in the photograph, I have zoomed back in to that photo taken on my phone just to remind myself of how I'd sort of visually thought I would place everything, just to take the, all the hard work of gluing it down out. I already spent time making the decisions. Now I can just pop it all on using my glue. So you'll see there, speaking of glue, that I'm using a glue that you haven't seen in any of my videos yet, so I thought I would mention it. It is Montmarte glue, M-O-N-T-M-A-R-T-E, Montmarte, don't know. Anyway, PVA craft glue, clear drying. It's 250 gram bottle. So far I've found this glue really good. It just says high quality clear drying craft glue, ideal for collage and other craft projects. Clean up with water, non-toxic. I like it because the nozzle is quite thin, and yeah, no dramas so far. Seems to dry well. Because it's a white glue, it's not a sticky, tacky glue, so it does take a little bit of time to dry. So it's not, that instantaneous thing, which can be good if you want to move things quickly, that's fine, but it also can be bad because it just means it can take a little bit longer for your projects to set. You might need to leave them out a little bit longer. But yeah, I don't find any problems with it. Generally, my scrapbooking takes quite a long time. I can't generally finish one page in a sitting. I usually have to come back and forth over multiple days. So using a slower drying glue doesn't really cause me any problems. What else can I tell you? So yeah, just backing the photos. You can see there I'm not even backing that photo with a full amount of glue because, sorry, talking of glue, because I know it's going in behind the letter. And I know that I've backed enough of what you're going to see. I just really loved that paper. That paper was gorgeous. I'm pretty sure that is a Little You collection from Shumel paper, I think. And it was just beautiful. So I wanted to get, I mean, it's so silly. Beautiful paper that you see like less than a millimetre of around the edge of my photograph, but it was still super cute. And again, just trying with the backing papers. So I'm backing the photo on white. And then I am just trying to match a blue piece, a green piece, a pink piece, and a purple piece to back the photo in a second time. I am sticking my letters up with foam, even though they are also a piece of cardboard, because I'm just putting some things in behind, so they need that extra lift. I don't think I did that with the W. I think the W, I stuck it straight down with the glue, but then I noticed as I was putting the things in and under that didn't work, and I just had to add the foam later. So this time round I have been clever enough to put the foam on first. And I've only put 2 little spots there because obviously I wanted to make sure I could still slide different things in and under. And even still, I've put one of those bits of foam in the wrong place. So just moving that. What else can I tell you? There's not much. Just there's a little bit of that flower hanging over the top of the page, so it had to come off. So I just cut it carefully so that I will be able to use that little sprig somewhere else if I want to. So, and I do end up using it actually. I pop it down in the bottom left-hand cluster of the A. So it was totally worth cutting that little bit off. You never know when you can sneak little bits of embellishments in like that. So it's totally worth not just wasting them, especially if there's a big chunk of it being hidden underneath something. Just cut it off. You never know where you can squeeze it in. I always used to be really scared to cut my embellishments. You know, didn't want to waste them, didn't want to ruin them, didn't want to mess something up. But I'm slowly getting better at it, because I also was really bad at using my embellishments. I used to hoard things that were beautiful and then never use them, and then that's just silly too. So no, I'm definitely into using them now. You can see my little trick there with the letters. I've just stuck them really gently to my window ledge, so they're ready to go when I get to the title. Like actually sticking the title on properly. So yeah, that is pretty cool. What else can I tell you? Just up to the letter E now. I feel like this video is a little bit the same over and over and over again. I apologize for that. I guess that's the nature of the beast with this particular scrapbook layout. I probably could have edited out the sort of the backing of photos and things, but hey, you're probably scrapping along with me, so it's no big deal at all. You are enjoying just listening to my voice, glancing up at the screen and checking out what's going on, and having a marvelous time creating your own layout. If you do some mixed media similar to this, or some tone on tone, or something that you think I'd love to see, make sure you tag us over on Instagram. Look, we're not the best at Instagram, let's be honest. Scrappy Sisters Oz on Instagram is our name. We do check it, we're just really hopeless at posting. So do tag us if you do something, we'd love to see it. Or if you have your own YouTube channel, make sure you tag us there if you want to show us anything in particular, or you know, give us a bit of a shout so we can check it out. We'd love to see that too. You know, all of those things. We love sharing. I must say, Katie and I are really busy. I know that that's a bit hopeless. We don't watch as much YouTube as we'd really love to. In between raising the 2 babies and then the toddler, and then making our videos, and then just general everyday life, the actual time to sit down and watch YouTube is pretty minimal. In fact, probably almost non-existent. So unfortunately, yeah, we don't get to comment and like as many other people videos as we used to or as we'd like to, but we're definitely doing our best to try and get back into watching a bit more and supporting the community here a bit more, because we really love this scrappy community. Everyone is amazing here, and yeah, we just love the support that everyone shows each other. Side note, back to the layout I'm doing right there. If you are using these kind of see-through acetate pieces, don't forget that they often have a clear like plastic film across them that you need to peel off. It's sort of to help prevent scratches and things on the good side of those. Anyone that's going to ask me how I glue them on, I was a little bit over it at this stage, so I just glue them. I try not to put the glue where you'll see it, so the ones that are going under have just got a little bit of glue on the section that's going under. That big phrase piece that's going on top of the E, I just covered the whole thing in glue so that if there were any, like, it would be evenly distributed, so the glue mark wouldn't be noticeable. If hopefully again that makes sense. Just putting on my title. I had a basic, because I'd already had it on before, I basically knew where the first letter needed to start, so I just kind of eyeballed it and hoped for the best. Still messed it up a little, of course, but you know, close enough. Those are the gorgeous Pink Paislee thickers, the little minis. I think they're the ones that came with the Whimsical collection, actually, the ones that have got one side that's sort of that whitey gold colour and the other side that's the rainbow colour. And we're almost done. Oh my goodness, this has been a mammoth video. The voiceover has been really challenging. You've probably noticed that it's stopped and started about 100 times. My little boy, my big little boy, is having rest time in his room. This is a new thing. Usually we have a nap, but now that he's 3, he doesn't need a nap, mummy. And he just has rest time, which he's really good at. He will definitely stay in his room and have a play and do those things. But, mummy, I need you. Mummy, I just have to show you something, which is super gorgeous. Like, don't get me wrong. But when you're in the middle of doing a voiceover, that just means you've got to stop and start it, stop and start it, stop and start it. And when it's an epic long one like this, oh, that takes a long time. But he's going to be a big boy soon and not need me for anything. So as often as he says, Mummy, I need you, I will be there. Oh, goodness, what is going on? So just backing this pink one, and then we're on to the last legs of the letter R, and then we will be done. I had, as you can see there, I had a few other bits and pieces I was thinking about using, but they didn't really work, so they went back into my stash. I found this really, really simple because I actually store my embellishments that don't come with a kit. So I've been, okay, I don't buy anymore. I'm pretty much on a spending freeze except for my monthly kit, and I have been for a really long time because I get a kit every month, and to me that's more than enough of what I can use. So the ridiculous amount of stash that I have, it has been sorted into colour bins. So it was really easy when doing this to pull out my green colour bin, and I do have more than one green colour bin, separating the green colours, same with the pink, same with the blue, but even still that took no time at all to pull out what I thought matched in well with the colours, and that's where they will go back. I use my kit for a full month. I make 4 12x12 layouts and 4 Project Life spreads for the 4 weeks of that month. Sometimes there's 5, so then I therefore do 5, and I can get all of that done using one kit. If I have anything left, it gets mixed in with my stash. Often though, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel and pulling from my stash to finish that last one, which is great. That's what I want to do. So my stash isn't really growing, but it's not really diminishing all that much either because of this monthly kit. But I think I really love getting the new stuff, so I don't think I'm ready to do away with my monthly kit yet, just in case you wondered. So I am almost done, getting there. I'm fiddling around with this letter R a little bit more because I want to reorganize where I'm putting the flowers just a little bit, because the flowers really need to be the feature. I think they're the beautiful part of the different embellishments I have here, so I want to make sure that they're really getting highlighted, getting front and center. And then I will pull the layer up to the camera for you to get a better view. I'm going to apologize again for this ridiculous camera angle. Like, you can see more of the window ledge than you can see of my layout. But as I said, in the program that I'm using to edit today, I can't zoom in, which is really annoying. Oh, that was me showing you the glue, by the way. So here we go. I'm going to bring this up close for you to see. And so you can check out, you can see the texture paste in the background, you can see the different colours and the different embellishments I've used. And yeah, I think it's really cute. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this. I hope you are inspired to give something like this a go. And we will see you next time. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.